Mr. Paul acknowledged that this week is off to a great start, so let's get started. Hi everyone, I hope you're all having a great time. Right now, XRP is up about $2.65. Are we going to start a fight right here? Correct? Because of all the wonderful news that is moving in the direction of China. We're speaking from within the XRP community now, folks. This is very intriguing, you know? There was a time when Mr. Paul tweeted about China, but pay attention to the timestamp, 10:27. You know what news broke today? They are preparing to make a trade. Correct? This is some kind of deal. Chinese and American men. Alright. Mr. Paul gestured towards China, which is actually the date of tomorrow. Alright. Regarding the timestamp, additionally, the agreement that would eliminate President Trump's 100% tax is expected to be announced this week. Alright. It's clear that Mr. Paul is in a no-goal situation. We appear to have been in the lead. Alright. Additionally, it appears that the markets are rising. As markets would respond to us, breaking the Nasdaq 100 future search would be close to 1%. Highlights of the China trade deal. The S&P 5 is currently 2.3 points away from reaching 7,000 for the first time ever. Hold on. Really? Currently, this S&P is 2.3% away from reaching 7,000 for the first time ever. Guys, there is no way. Correct. So why are cryptocurrencies trailing behind the stock market as it reaches new highs? Correct. There is a huge difference between what the stock markets are doing and what cryptocurrencies are. You mean doing this, guys? You people seem to be falling behind. You can see the difference. One is reaching new heights and setting new standards. The other is far behind. These two markets are typically tied to one another, therefore one must catch up. Alright. The cryptocurrency market appears to be lying, and it needs to catch up. Guys, the markets are giddy at this news, but once more, Mr. Paul warned us to be on the lookout for China. You see why and how this is significant. Those appear to be Chinese lanterns, correct? Well, the date for tomorrow is also shown in Art 1027. An intriguing red candle might not indicate that, but I'm not sure. It might be intriguing, such as when the news breaks and you believe the rumor. The markets have been rising as a result, but people typically sell the news as soon as it is out. This time, will things be different? We'll have to find out. Oh, okay. Then, in summary, it informed us of this on October 30th. Let's check out the translation. Top upon above upper proceeding is the English definition of to climb to go on to. Get up to attend alright, but this simply states up guys right, for a Japanese translation. What does that signify? Okay, most likely we start off in simple English. Additionally, November is just on the corner, making it a crucial month due to the upcoming debut of ETFs. You know what folks are already selling. As you can see, the retailers were aware that people would sell for between $3 and $10. People have already sold at 3 and are selling now, and we haven't even reached 10. According to the picture, stay until 2026, because it's most likely a lengthening cycle. Why? I inform my cabbie. From Macro CGR, I worked in crypto. He claimed to be as well. The taxi driver also invests in cryptocurrency, but this influencer is a cryptocurrency investor. He then suggested that I sell everything because the 4-year cycle was over. The driver told this guy that it was okay to sell because he believes in the 4-year cycle, which is why retail believes that history will repeat, or at least rhyme. However, Big Shaw is saying, nope, don't be fooled because he always guides the community. Noting that 2026 is not 2025, which is where people would sell 2025 for $3 to $10 for this reason. However, he responded with a digit dance. While some people aim for short-term benefits, real visionaries see beyond ephemeral wealth. This indicates that you are a true visionary if you hold a score higher than 10, correct? You have faith in the mission. You have faith in whatever the future holds. As easy as one, it hasn't even started yet. More public partnerships with swell speakers are coming from Yetbucks, according to one of Ripple's own partnerships heads. BlackRock, Fidelity, Citi, Nasdaq, and others have not yet been declared, but we have heard a few. Who has already been announced here, you ask? Prepare yourselves for Sol 25, the Nasdaq. Mellon, BNY Templeton, Franklin City. The BlackRock Trustworthiness, Morgan Chase, JP the MasterCard, JPCME Group, State Street Moody's DBS Bank, the Bloomberg Society. Attending the rippling swell are the General and numerous others. Correct? In other words, they will send all of these organizations or businesses to send one of their henchmen to cause a ripple effect. If not, the head will be present. Guys, something must be news, isn't it? Up their sleeves. The speaker list at Ripple Sol, 225, is the finest of any preceding surge. Now consider Luke. How does the project pipeline for 2026 look? Whoa, you have been inviting your own partners to your own conference, I've noticed. I'm excited to watch the public pipeline being introduced. Perhaps something else will be shown as well. According to the rumors, this individual is a partnership lead. Alright, at Ripple, he's encouraging us to picture what 2026 will look like. If we're already witnessing the discussions with these institutions or partnerships taking place in front of the public, which is at Ripple swell, was already insane. I'm hoping 2026 will be more agreeable. 2025 will be an extremely tumultuous year. I'm hoping for the opposite in 2026. From Lord Belgrave. I've witnessed NDAs, meetings and discreet alliances between central banks, significant organizations, and Ripple over the years. I occasionally question whether anything has truly changed. Are the agreements still in effect today? Have any real alternatives surfaced? Nothing has changed in my opinion. Behind closed doors, everything is playing out precisely as described. Isn't that right? That implies that there are still NDAs that have not been made public. Additionally, when they are, I wonder what the future holds for the cryptocurrency sector. People will be taken aback, like this. All decisions on the spot XRP ETF have been delayed. Because of the continuing government shutdown in the United States, the SEC's review process is stalled. The revised deadline for Franklin's XRP ETF is November 14th. Once the SEC resumes operations, new deadlines are now anticipated in mid to late November. Take a look at that. Yes, it appears that November is the trigger month, folks. Lastly, as this is where the ETFs will be made available, released, which will most likely will cause a significant influx of money. Alright, it's great to see so many lovely and optimistic tweets, but for today, 1026, Mr. cautioned us to be ready for what lies ahead, rather than to be fearful. It seems like mysterious dudes, for Mr. Pool every time I see them. It makes me think of a new conflict, except this one is a worldwide one. Alright, they might as well tear off the bandage if they're just gonna do it, folks. I'm not sure why it's taking so long now. From Elon Musk recalls that in 2022, 2026, Big Short followed his account and entered Twitter HQ. I do recall this, folks. That is really insane. I do recall this lovely, yes, and he simply enters with a sink, and he jokes, let that sink in 1026 today. Yes, the bird is free, by the way. By the way, the bird was transformed into an X. It started out as a baby bluebird, before turning into an X. Why is XRP changing from a phoenix? Immediately after Elon Musk took over Twitter, 1026, you'll look up at the night sky, when the lights go out, and the new world goes to sleep, and you'll notice a fresh start. With the sun beaming through, the old world will quickly fade away, as new powers develop and become apparent to everyone. It will be too late to alter it as pyramids collapse into walls of dusty red smoke, but don't be shocked, you've been craving and waiting for it. Soon, the world will complete its shift, and you will witness it all when we emerge. However, very few will remain here to do so. You will find the answers you have been looking for, if you have listened and looked. What then, is the new world that he refers to? Correct. A new financial system based on XRP. However, what does he mean when he says that it will be too late to make any changes? Correct. You'll see it all when we emerge. We will have witnessed all that has happened by the time we or several individuals emerge from anything. The sequence is held in a type of cycle by the pass. It's all through, if you look closely, but act quickly, because when the clock strikes 2 o'clock in week 44, transition will be over, and cycle 22 will start. Where will you be to watch it all? Well, fascinating. I hope this is the only thing I mention. Whatever he's saying here,